You are my favorite girl. This is as good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Nobody else in all the whole human race could as good as it gets. Why does it hit me when I least suspect? My mouth is running, but the mood's direct. Oh, let me linger, I'm a lonely soul. Just take my hand and I will take control. Good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? I feel like I'm the greatest man in the world. You are my favorite girl. This is as good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Nobody else in all the whole human race could know the look on your face. This is as good as it gets. Good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? I feel like I'm the greatest man in the world. You are my favorite girl. This is as good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Nobody else in all the whole human race could know the look on your face. This is as good as it gets. Just when I think I should be calling my jets. This is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. Oh, this crazy 'cause it's not over yet. This is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. You got your amber eyes, and now I know why. This is as good as it, good as it, good as it gets. Why do we leave each other in the night? We walk away just when the mood is right. Oh, wait for me, you know I need you now. Show me your heart and I will show you how. Good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? I feel like I'm the greatest man in the world. You are my favorite girl. This is as good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Nobody else in all the whole human race could know the look on your face. This is as good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? I feel like I'm the greatest man in the world. You are my favorite girl. This is as good as it gets. Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Oh, don't you know this is as good as it gets? Nobody else in all the whole human race could know the look on your face. This is as good as it gets. Good as it gets. Good as it gets. Man in the world, favorite girl. Good as it gets. Good as it gets. Good as it gets. Human race, look on your face. Good as it gets. Chameleon eye, masked advance, changing my shape at every chance, lost in the truth of who we were once long ago. Radiant skies turn to ash, turbulent highs burn and crash, living our lives on borrowed cash. was a time once I knew, sent from divine. I was new. I put you on, you wore me too. Once long ago. Into the blue, out of sight, what we perceive, wrong and right, all fades together in the night. Once long ago. The costume rips, the skin unzips, we leave behind the light. Let it be what once was me, chameleon am I.
Hi. Oh, wait. Oh! I really want to thank you for hosting. Also, hold on a second. Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm here. I'm gonna read a book to y'all. How y'all doing?
Hi!
Hi! Let's see. Do you have anything important to say? I don't think so. Hi! Agrico Kenshino and also everyone else. I hope you're all doing well. Doing well myself, nice. Good, thanks for asking, nice. Yeah, sure, I'm big. When I'm over here, I'm big. Sure, why not, I guess. If you guys keep insisting on it so much. I'm like okay. I had you know, I had an okay day. I worked out, and then I watched Rain Radio TV eat raw eggs. Minecraft. That's right, Cass. Hi. I'm gonna read Minecraft to y'all in just a moment, very soon. Do you have anything in? No, I don't think I really have anything super important to say. So I guess we're just gonna get to reading. Now, does anyone remember what happened last stream? I know it's been a while because I got sick. I've had a cape all my life. I was born with a cape, but it used to be red and it sort of blended in with my hair. So at some point I dyed it black. So maybe you just haven't noticed since then. But it's been black for quite a while now, Kaz, so, you know. Anyway, it's been a, hi Derek, everyone say hi to Derek. They vomited a lot, wait, oh shit, they did, right, yeah. They vomited because they ate raw chicken. I think it was chicken? They ate something raw and it made them vomit a lot. You're right, I'd forgotten about that. The only thing I remember is that they were figuring out farming and they What was the other thing? Well, there was something else that I remembered back then, and now I don't. I think it would also be cool if your avatar could also go from the boundaries of that specific screen and reach your hand to Derek and etc. 3D effect. Sadly, I cannot. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. No, because I just can't reach that low. No, that's just not going to be possible. Sorry. It's a shame, but it's just not going to happen. But that's okay. We make do. Here, hold on a second. I'm going. Wait, no, hold on. This one, and then. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now I can pet Derek. That's good. Oh, eggs! Of course, thank you very much. I have to do the eggs. Let me just get those. Hey now. The government down. Fuck yeah, we do. Oh, that's wrong. Excuse me. Okay, 1 egg. We've got 3 eggs for now, but I assume with the appearance of 1 egg, many others in chat will realize that, oh right, I can get an egg. Or maybe they'll even learn about our fun egg piles. Over to the side, there we go. There we go, so there's an egg for Green Clunks, Chino, and me mixtape. There you go. So yeah, we're gonna read book now. If it's your first time with the Minecraft The Island book streams, what is this? What is this poll? I can't read this whole poll. Should we sacrifice Clunk's egg to Derek? Whoa! Who made this poll? Which one of the mods? I assume it's Green Clunk. Who thinks we should give a little egg for little Derek here to eat? Or I guess normal size Derek, because I've accepted that I'm big when I do this, I guess. So, what was I talking about? I already forgot. Right, so yeah, the Minecraft The Island is the official Minecraft novelization, which is about a person who gets isekai'd into the Minecraft world, but this person not only doesn't have any memory of who they are, and they don't quite remember everything from our world, but also they don't know what Minecraft is. So that's fun, you know? That's my biggest gripe with most isekai stories, is that the person that gets isekai'd is like intimately familiar with the world that they are that they are now in, or at least with the kind of world that it is. Like they recognize it as an MMO or a JRPG or something, and then they're like, oh, I'm very familiar with those, and then they just start manipulating everything because they're like good at it, and that's fucking boring. So Minecraft Isekai says, no, this person has no fucking clue what Minecraft is, and that's great. That's more fun. Okay, Derek gets an egg. It's Green Clunk's egg, and this time I actually know which one that is. So we do this. There you go, Derek. Enjoy your eggy. And now we're gonna go into the book nook, and I'm gonna read for y'all. So, Derek likes to... He doesn't really like cramped spaces so much, so I'm gonna put him back in the corner. Hold on a moment. There it goes there, and Eggy goes there. And there we go. Now Derek is in the corner there. It was interesting the first time, but it quickly loses my interest. Yeah, like every isekai is just the same shit. It's really boring. But for once, I'm not here to complain about isekai, which I love to do because it's such a wasted genre. We're gonna read Minecraft, so I'm going to lead us all into the book nook. So there we go. So come on down into the garden, everyone. We're walking through the garden or whatever. I've got the camera that you guys are all that's recording me or whatever. I guess it's following me, and that's what your guys are saying. I don't know. I'm taking it. I'm making it too physical. Whatever. Here we go. Whoop. Whoop. There you go. Yeah, where's my Cowboys guy? That'd be really fun. It's always fantasy too. It's always a fantasy universe, and it's so boring and uninspired, and they're all the same. And anyway, so we're gonna put on Minecraft music. Boop. And set it to loop. And there we go. Do we go there? Music? Okay, there's music now. Excuse me. Sorry. Hide that. Okay. Give me that I died and was reincarnated as a janitor at a retired home. It's like a fantasy character, like a goblin who now has to work in a retirement home. See, that would be fun. Then you're doing something fun with it, because like, how does a goblin adjust to that, you know? They gotta like, they probably have like savage ways originally, and now they gotta like learn to not bash the old people's heads in with a skull and stuff, you know? That'd be so much more fun. Every person in his chat would be able to create a better Isekai than any other Isekai out there, except for this one that I'm gonna read to y'all right now. I've got it right here. It's a real physical book that I have in the virtual realm, so I guess it's not that physical. You get it. There is one sci-fi Isekai, and it's the sequel to Sword Fighters on, what is it called? Sword Art Online, and it's also bad. Anyway, so let me just okay, so yeah, and like, so here we go. Chapter 7. Take life in steps. Smiling up at the sun, my stomach brought me back down to earth. I wasn't too hungry yet, but now that I'd eaten all I had left, the search for food had to be today's goal. The first seeds I planted were higher than the others, not by much, but enough for me to try harvesting them. People ate sprouts, right? Alfalfa sprouts, Brussels sprouts, maybe there were some new kind of... I didn't even get to finish the thought. The second I touched the shoots, they turned right back into seeds. Oh yeah, for those that are new, this is an extremely faithful adaptation to Minecraft, to the point where this person is made of blocks, like no fingers or anything, just rectangles without elbows. And when he touches stuff, he punches them, and they break. That's how faithful this is. Alright, I thought, putting them back in the ground, so they just need a little more time, no big deal. There still have to be more apple trees, I reasoned, picking my way up the cliff. I just haven't looked hard enough. I poked my head over the top and came face to face with another giant spider! Uh-oh. Oh, good for fishing percent, very good. Gah! I gasped, instinctively jumping back. Out of control, I toppled down the hill, bounced off a rock, heard a sickening snap, and landed hard on the sand below. Pain shot up my leg as I hobbled back to the safety of my bunker. This isn't right, I thought, slamming the door behind me. This is daytime. Yeah, the spider's not gonna hurt you, bud. Peering through the door's opening, I waited for a flash of legs and eyes. They never came. I opened the door nervously, tried to look in all directions, then took a tentative step outside. And the first step scared me worse than any spider. My ankle still hurt. My hyper healing wasn't working. Oh, shit. Wait, has the protagonist gone fishing yet? Nope. No, this is like the worst. It's been like, what, like 4 days and I still haven't fished? Like, I know that speedrunning isn't a contest, but they're like losing right now, you know? They're losing fishing percent. Where was I? Of course I should have expected this now that my stomach was empty, but to actually have it happen was terrifying. Worry rose up on a bubble of realization. I was just a mere mortal now, Any major injury, any... Oh yeah, they think they have like superpowers. They're like, oh, I have super healing and I can do other stuff. I forget what the other superpower was. I guess crafting. One of those. Yeah, I want to do more fishing percent too. It's fun. Also, I want to do it in other games as well. Anyway, of course I should have expected, I was just a mere mortal now. Any major injury, any accident or monster attack could be the end. I tried putting weight on my injured leg. White hot nails of pain jabbed through my ankle. What was I going to do now? If I couldn't outrun the spider, just one of those vicious bites would finish me. But if I stayed where I was, if I didn't eat, didn't heal, I'd end up just as dead. Grabbing my battered, nearly broken pickaxe and what little nerve I had left, I limped carefully out onto the beach. Those are kind of superpowers. They are. Definitely. I'm just saying... Does that make any Minecraft character a super... I guess not. Okay, what I would say is that Minecraft people are not superheroes by default. In the same way that on Krypton, Superhero Man, that's his name now, isn't a superhero. But when he goes to Earth, that's where he becomes a superhero because of, you know. So I guess if you put a Minecraft character in our world, they would become a superhero. Because compared to other people, they'd be special here, but not in their own world where every human is like that. Or whatever the hell your skin is. It could be a slime person, or a robot, or a sideways Steve. Have you ever seen that? That's funny. Also, I briefly blocked my camera with the book, so that's why I became immobile for a moment. Don't worry about it. Anyway, grabbing my battered, blah blah blah, I limped across the beach. Nothing stirred upon the hill. I listened for the arachnid's familiar hiss. Silence. This time, instead of climbing back up the cliff, I thought it might be safer to swim around it. I padded slowly past the southern slope, keeping my eyes fixed on the summit. I got halfway around the hill when I spied the tips of two black legs. I froze in place, treading water as slowly and quietly as I could. The spider crawled creepily into view, its cherry red sensors locked onto me. I swam backwards, ready to make for open water. If that thing didn't swim, maybe I'd have a chance to double back to another part of the island. I got a few strokes away before I realized that the arachnid wasn't coming for me. For a moment, we remained frozen, silently trading stares. Clearly it saw me, so why wasn't it attacking? Did the light blind it, or was it something to do with the day itself? Were spiders only hostile at night? We watched each other for another few seconds before the eight-legged horror just up and disappeared. No fire, no smoke. Just 1 second it was there, and the next it was gone. I swam back to shore, my mind flooded with questions. Why had it disappeared without burning? Why hadn't it been dangerous in daylight? And why had it lasted in daylight after all the zombies had burned? Limping back onto the southern beach, I wondered if creepers had also lasted longer than zombies, and if that was the reason I'd nearly been killed by one. I scanned the dense line of trees, making sure one of them wasn't a mottled green. I didn't see any creepers, thankfully, but noticed how dark the shaded wood was. Had the creeper been sheltering from the sun? If that was true, and if there were other monsters hiding under those leaves, then that'd be the last place I looked for food. I limped west along the southern shoreline, looking for shellfish or even seaweed. The beach was completely barren. For the time, I also noticed that I hadn't seen any fish. Why aren't there like shells to find on the beaches in Minecraft? That'd be cute. You know? I think they should add that. They've got all these cool caves and a horrible horror monster that's gonna stalk you and kill you real good. But still no little seashells on the beach. It'd be cute. I think Minecraft should have... They have like these big adventure updates and stuff. I want them to have like a just like nice life can be nice sometimes update, you know? Add some seashells. Add tea. Add chairs to sit in. Proper chairs to sit in. Although, I guess that would also like kind of You know, like people over the years have done so much good work at like making like DIY chairs in Minecraft, you know? So I think maybe that would ruin it a little bit, you know? If then there was just like a normal chair that you can sit in the base game. Anyway, they should have more of that kind of stuff. Plushies. You should be able to put plushies in your bed. That'd be nice. And, what about maybe lounge chairs? Maybe? That might be fun. Curtains. They should have curtains. I've decided they should have curtains. That'd be fun. You can like open and close. I would like that. Anyway. For the first time I also noticed that I hadn't seen any fish, or whales, or seals, or anything aquatic besides that sinister squid. This is presumably before they added fish. Going around the edge of the island's southern claw, I saw that the water of the lagoon was as lifeless as the open sea. Squishing across its soft clay bottom, I climbed up onto the northern claw, looked down the beach, and spied a plant I'd never seen before. It had stalks, 3 actually. They were light green and tall, and growing right out of the seaside sand. Bamboo! I exclaimed, hopping painfully over. People like bamboo, right? Wasn't it on some menus as bamboo shoots? If this was the mature version, then I could surely find a way to replant it and eat the shoots. I took one swipe at the lowest section, and unlike trees, the whole stalk came tumbling down. Collecting the 3 sections in my left hand, I saw the image of a grainy white pile on my right. Sugar, I said happily. This isn't bamboo, it's sugar cane. Didn't it used to be bamboo when it first got released? Yeah, people are quite creative with the blocks they have. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying like that adding actual chairs is kind of like a shame because it undoes all their hard work over the years, you know? But I think you can add curtains. I think that's okay to do. And good and fun. After so many failed attempts with the egg, I should have at least have expected that this new food didn't want to be eaten. Fine, whatever, I pouted, stuffing the pile and the 2 remaining stalks into my pack. Bad for my teeth anyway. Trying to stay positive, I wondered if the sugar might still be useful when combined with another ingredient. But what? What? But what? I couldn't see anything else that remotely reminded me of food. No berry bushes, no mushrooms. There weren't even any worms or bugs, and believe me, in the state I was, I would have gladly munched those down. I even tried nibbling a few of the red and yellow flowers growing at the edge of the woods. Not only did they not oblige, but holding them in my left hand gave me the option of turning them into useless dye. What else can go wrong? I mumbled, just as I began to grumble even, just as it began to rain. Just as it began to rain. Oh, I get it. It's not raining here right now, but sometimes it is. Had to ask, I moped, the warm, light drizzle perfectly matching my mood. Limping tensely through the forest, my eyes flicked this way and that. I tried to keep my attention on the trees themselves and not what might be lurking behind them. It didn't help when I passed the crater that had almost been my grave. Strangely enough, it hadn't yet filled up with water, even though a steady stream was flowing in. Even the water here is weird, I muttered, and moved on to try to find an apple tree, which I didn't. The only trees left growing on the island had muted leaves and black and white bark, which kind of reminded me of birches. I couldn't find one single apple tree, which I now called oaks, because I didn't want to think of apples anymore. Well, that's their proper name anyway, they don't all have apples. It's Foxit. Hey, what's up, bud? Welcome, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I'm reading a book. That's what's up. I'd always taken for granted that there had to be at least one more oak tree nestled somewhere in the forest. I hoped that it just wasn't looking hard enough. Now I'd run out of excuses and there was nowhere left to but forward. Maybe these birches also have fruit? I wondered, grasping at straws, which, by the way, I would have also tried to eat. Maybe they've got nuts or acorns or something. Dude, acorns, that'd be cute too. That'd be a cute addition. With growing desperation, I punched out a few blocks of the nearest tree, whipped up a crafting table and then a stone axe. I laid onto the birches around me like a madman, swinging at trunks and leaves. Nothing came down except more logs and a white flecked sapling. It's okay, I said, trying to stay cool. Maybe this species just has fewer nuts. That's all, I just gotta keep looking. Pocketing the logs, I placed a useless sapling on the ground and gave a startling shout as it suddenly grew up right in front of me. Wait, what? That's not how saplings work. Excuse me. You don't put them down and they immediately become a big tree. What the hell? Well, anyway. I guess a lucky growth, is that a thing? I mean, I guess it's possible. I mean, it's just like a chance, right? And the more time passes, the more likely the chance becomes that a sapling grows. Isn't that how it works? Pocketing the logs, I placed a useless sapling on the ground and gave a startled shout as it suddenly grew up right in front of me. Chopping down that one turned out to be fruitless as well. Maybe this one, I grunted, turning to the next birch. Or maybe this one. Frustration growing into fear, I cut my way through the forest. This one, I huffed, getting halfway through another tree before my axe snapped. Twisting back to my crafting table, I forgot about the injured leg. Agonizing sparks erupted from my ankle. I slumped against the half-cut tree, choking back tears, waiting for the throbbing to cease. It's very violent and graphic for a kid's book, isn't it? I could deal with the injury, but not with the pain. How could anybody? Feeling this way every minute of every day? Ooh! Master Chaos, the Void Queen. Hello, a fellow queen. Even though I'm not like actually a real queen, but don't tell anyone. Hello, thank you so much for following. Welcome. How would you not go crazy? Isn't that why my world had a whole shelves of different pain pills? Even if you weren't better, at least you felt that way. And right now, that's all I wanted. What book are you reading? I'm reading Minecraft the Island, or the Minecraft Isekai, as we like to call it. It's the official Minecraft novelization. And it's pretty weird, but it's pretty good. Make it stop, I whispered. Please. Please just make it stop. I'm looking sad because they're sad now. Came the sound of an approaching chicken. Get out of here, I barked, waving the annoying bird away. The chicken looked up at me for a second, laid another unbreakable egg that falls, then stubbornly pecked the grass with my feet. Beat it, I growled, waving my hands right in front of its face. I didn't need this right now. I didn't need to see another creature eat. Didn't need to be reminded of how delicious cooked chicken tastes. Come on now, I mean it. There's a chicken right in front of you, and you have wood. Just cook the fucking chicken. Oh my god. I saw Minecraft Isekai and thought of another book. Oh, I'm sure. Well, that's the thing. It's like most, it's actually very common for Minecraft books to be isekais, but most of them don't really utilize the fact that they're in Minecraft. They're just like a fantasy story that happens to take place in Minecraft, but it doesn't really matter, you know? But this one, it just says, like, what if someone who didn't know Minecraft woke up in the world of Minecraft and had to play Minecraft? They're not fighting an evil magic overlord. They're just trying to survive and learning the mechanics. And they have, like, a 2x2 crafting thing that they have to use and stuff. It's great. He's being they're being so fucking mean to this chicken, though. Very, very rude and mean. Come on now, I mean it, I commanded, shuffling over to my crafting table, and it continued to follow me, pecking away while its clucking rang in my ears. Go! I shouted, my fist clocking into the beak. Hey, mean! balked the bird, sprinting away in a flash of red. Yeah, even enemies even flash red when they get hit. It's great. And mobs. This chicken is not an enemy. If anything, the protagonist is an enemy right now. I didn't mean I started. Guilt quickly replacing anger. Ooh. Came a friendly sound to my right. I looked over at the familiar eyes of the cow. In those eyes, in that serene face, I found the centering I needed. I know, I sighed. I gotta get a hold of myself. Also, they're forming parasocial relationship with animals. So that's good. Moo. It agreed. I gotta remember, I continued, that no one's ever died of a twisted ankle. I don't know about that. And if the sprouts grow into food, then they'll take care of that. Again, the cow gave an agreeable moo. I could feel myself calming down, my breathing returning to normal. Here I am acting like I did that the first... Here I am acting like I did the first day when... Well, look at all the progress I've made. Since then, I gotta remember that progress, and that vow I made to you the day I almost got lost at sea. Hi, Commander. We love being parasocial with animals. That's why we get pets in our homes. Said the cow, which prompted a quick correction. Okay, maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was your friend I was talking to who got killed by the creeper. And I'm sorry about the steak thing, by the way, but you know, I was hungry and it was already dead and... Well, anyway, back to the vow. I started pacing again, just like I had that first day when the cow, albeit with a pronounced shuffle... No, wait. Hold on a second. I started pacing again, just like I had that first day with the cow, albeit with a pronounced shuffle. I told myself that I had to figure out the rules of this world, but I get now that I've got to go further. I've got to figure out rules for myself. Moo? Asked my bovine foil. No, I don't just mean the lessons I've been learning, I said, or having a grand strategy, like we talked about. I need a methodical way to achieve that strategy, a detailed discipline of specific steps for each individual task. I stepped and turned on my good heel. I know that's a lot of big words, but what they boil down to is that I need to know not just what I have to do, but how I'm going to do it. This is so much for a Minecraft book. Moo! Chimed the cow, finally getting what I was saying. Isn't that what gets people through life back in my world? I asked. They get up every day and already know they're going to face that day. That's what I need. Yeah, that's definitely how I live my life, just already knowing what I'm gonna do and stuff. I know I'm gonna do it. That's definitely how I live my life. Anyway. As the cow took a quick grass break, I kept pontificating. And I need to start with our strategy. Cover the basics, right? Food, shelter, safety. So I got shelter and food. Well, I just figured out that there's nothing left to eat in this island other than sprouts, which may need time to grow. But safety, I held up my wounded foot. The whole reason I'm all panicked about food is because I can't hyperheal anymore. But I wouldn't need to if I knew more about the creatures that can hurt me. Moo, said the cow, which I took for, okay, I'm with you, but what does that have to do with your new method? I'm getting to that, I said. If I can study the creatures from a safe place and figure out where they come from, how they hunt, and how long they last when the sun comes up, I can keep out of trouble long enough to get a handle on food. At that moment, the rain ceased. I looked up at the sun, then down to the hill, then back over to the cow. I've discovered how to make glass, but so what if I build another room into this side of the hill to safely study the creatures? And that... I held up a triumphant fist. Oh wait, that is where the method or the way comes into play. Love that I got to hold up a fist. That's what I love to do. I love a fist. Yeah, where'd they come from? Nothing. What? Oh, I skipped a page. Moo, it agreed. I gotta remember, I continued, that no one's ever died of a twisted ankle, and if... Wait, I read that. What? Oh. No, it was just kind of confusing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like they dug like this big deep tunnel inside their house, but they haven't lit it up. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna get, you know, become a problem at some point, right? Something's gonna spawn in there. Anyway, said the white sheep, ambling over to us. Will you explain it to him? I asked the cow, limping back toward the hill. Behind me, I could hear the sheep's confused and the cow's exasperated moo. Now, I know that this is probably not anything, but I'm hoping that these animals do in fact understand our protagonist, and we're gonna get a fun gang together of animals that can't speak our language but understand it. I think that would be cute and fun, but probably not. But you never know. There have been other inaccuracies already, so you know. Take it in steps. I shouted out. Take it. Oh no, wait. Take it in steps. I shouted over my shoulder. I gotta take life in steps. So that's one chapter for today. And now we're gonna take a little break because I have to talk a lot more than I usually do on a stream. So I want to take more breaks. So I'll see you all back in like 5 minutes. This is good though. Next chapter is called The Way, which sounds exciting. We're gonna find a way off the island, maybe? I'm guessing not, because it's called Minecraft the Island, so probably we'll never get off this island. But you never know. Who knows? Anyway, see y'all soon. Bye bye. Wait, oh, sorry. Nope, no. I'm back. Let's read more. Here we go. I hope y'all had a nice little break. I hope you got some water and some stretchies and such. Okay, here we go. Chapter 8. The Way. I didn't make it, I take it. I took the sippy, it was a typo, I corrected it. Please. I guess you could argue I did make the sippy because I put it in the water bottle, which you could argue is making it. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe? Yeah, I corrected it 7 minutes afterwards because I came back and then I noticed. Anyway, Chapter 8, The Way. Jelly, hello! Good morning! My name is spelled with a Y. Just so you know. Okay, so Chapter 8, The Way. I was thinking of crafting items in this world, how the process could be mental as well as physical. By the time I swum back around to my beach, 3 clear steps had crystallized. Plan. What do I want to do? Right down to the smallest detail. Prepare. What do I need? Tools and materials in order to make my plan work. And prioritize. What do I need to do first in order to do everything else? This way. Hold on. Oh, my fingers are doing some weird shit. Wait. Come on. Sorry, my hands aren't cooperating. I'm doing the thing. You know, you guys know what I'm trying to do? You guys know what I'm trying to do. This way guided my process in the creation of something I would soon dub my observation room. In my initial plan, I imagined a small chamber at the base of the hill's western slope, with an outer wall of grass blocks. In order to create this room, I would need to prepare the followings: grass blocks, torches, and extra tools. It's okay, Jelly, it's fine. I mean, most people think you spell my name without a Y, honestly. So, you're fine. I just thought that the Y was neat, so I wanted it. Priority 1 was tools. Priority 1 was tools. Digging through the entire hill would take 1, maybe 2 extra pickaxes, which would take cobblestone and wood, which I had plenty of. Now that I was prepared with all the tools and materials I needed, and I had a mental plan of what I needed to build, I got right to work picking at the back wall of my bunker. At first, things were going great. I almost forgot both my empty stomach and my aching ankle, until the deepening tunnel got darker. How big is this hill? I thought, sticking a flickering torch to the wall. Okay, so they are lighting the way. That's good, okay. Worries have been, dissuaded, I think. I think so. I think that's how you say that. Anyway. If that happens, I said aloud, then I'll just go digging for more coal and finish the observation room later. It felt good, for once, to have an answer instead of just worrying questions. To act instead of react. Maybe this really was the way. This raid could work here. Cool. Then it does. Turns out I didn't need more torches just yet. It wasn't long before I broke through onto the other side and saw that the sun was dipping below the horizon. See? I shouted over to the cow and sheep. The way is working! Wait, hold on. What is a sheep? Said the white sheep, reminding me that in less than a minute, I'd be caught out in the open, in the darkness. Right, I said, placing my glass blocks. Should have factored in the sunset, I thought angrily at the size of the hill. And the size of the hill. Stupid planning, stupid mistakes. Hey, come on, don't be so bad at me hard on yourself. Come on. You're doing great, you're making good progress. The cow must have known that I was thinking because it gave me an encouraging moo. Good point. A good point, I called back. This is my first time practicing the 3 Ps, which, now that I say it, means I should add a 4th. Practice! That's fun. Oh, Shino, did you do a fishing percent? Well, hey, you've got to remember, we're not it's a community effort, you know, a speedrun. It's not about being better than others. It's about working together to something, whatever the hell. Also, it's about having fun. Also, fishing percent is such an incredibly RNG heavy run that I think that going for a record at all is whatever. It's like not good. I think you should just like play for fun, and if you break a record, then good job. You know? Anyway, maybe you'll get it. Who knows? I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Ooh. Okay. Where was I? As the sun sank and the stars rose, I hollowed out a 3 by 3 chamber behind my nuclear wall. All that was left was to fix my last comforting torch to the wall. Yeah, the music got loud for some reason, huh? Not bad, I said proudly, wishing this world would let me rest my hands on my hips. I turned back to the giant window, staring out at the twilight. So far, nothing moved except the animals. Well, at least I'm learning that you never stop eating, I told them. Now, if only the monsters would shut up. Add another pea, mooed the cow. Oh wait, the cow. Add another pea, mooed the cow. Patience. That's what a cow sounds like, just so you guys know. You're having fun. Well, that's good. That's what matters. Nice. Can't argue with that, I said, and settled down for a long wait. The first thing I learned that night was that monsters didn't appear until the sky was completely dark. The next thing was that they literally appeared. They didn't crawl out of the ocean or the ground like I'd initially thought. One second they weren't there, and the next, bing! Okay, maybe I added the ping for dramatic effect, but you get it, right? They just materialized, and they didn't do it one at a time. They came in mobs. Oh, that's what they're called. Zombies and spiders, and even those sneaky combustible creepers. Sorry, give me a moment. I noticed that they didn't care about any of the animals, even when one of the sheep walked right in front of a zombie. That zombie saw me, though, and made a beeline across the meadow. Instinctively, I backed away into the tunnel. Gotta build the door for this, I thought, ready to slam down a couple cobblestones in the entrance. The undead brute skulked slowly from one end of the window to the other, never taking its black eyes off me. Feeling a little emboldened by its passivity, I took a step forward, then another, then hobbled right up to the glass. Well, I asked, you gonna attack me or what? Fittingly, I got a less than eloquent. I know you can see me, and your buddy kept trying to break down my door, so what's the difference now? It growled grumpily, content to trade looks instead of blows. Well, at least I can smell you. I sneered, but then added, you smell me? The ghoul moaned, standing like a statue of rotten meat. Oh, we're gonna get more parasocial zombie conversation, hell yeah! Also, just want to say, holy crap, the world generation Minecraft nowadays is so impressive. I know, it's crazy. I saw like a mountain range when I was playing the other day that like I used to only see in like extremely dedicated builds that people have made, but now that's just what the world makes on its own. It's so cool. Also, I might be wrong, but since when can monsters see you through glass? I feel like that's not a thing that they used to be able to do, you know? But maybe I'm misremembering. Also, I don't know if smelling like a zombie is that nice. Probably not. I think that was a thing earlier that they smelled bad. You made art? Ooh, nice. Is it like art for me or not? I don't know. I don't know if you've done fan art or just art in general and you just want to talk about it. You did a good art, which is still good. Oh, it's for me. Yay! Remind me about it after this chapter and then I'll look at it, okay? Thank you. They can't, but they do sometimes look like they are looking at you. Okay, alright. Then I guess we can forgive it for dramatic effect. Anyway, where were we? Is that it? I asked, pressing my face to the glass. Is it because you can't smell me? I had no way to test this theory other than breaking a hole in the glass, which I was not willing to do. So I chalked it up, once again, to the rules making sense, just not to me. Whatever the rule was, smell or maybe sound, or even some other sixth sense I wasn't aware of, all the other mobs seemed to obey it too. Several spiders came skittering toward me, their eyes sending chills down my spine. One of the arthropods just sat there looking at me while another scuffled right over my window and up the hill. Like the zombie, neither seemed to have any interest in attacking. Next came one of those silently gliding creepers, and this time I backed way up into the tunnel. If I was wrong about my sense theory, and if that living landmine decided to detonate next to the glass, I was toast. I even placed one block in the tunnel's entrance, and I was ready to plant a second if I saw the creeper start to vibrate. Fortunately, block in hand, I watched the monster glide away. My sigh of relief, however, was cut short the moment I saw another creature emerge from the woods. Oh, it's a skeleton, isn't it? Like the zombie, this one was humanoid. It's a skeleton. However, unlike the putrid, stumbling flesh bags, this thing had no flesh on its bones. Ah, it's a skeleton! In fact, it was only bones. It's a skeleton! It was a human skeleton! And the clickety-clack sound it made matched what I'd heard that first night in the woods. Was it one of you guys that shot that arrow? I whispered. Oh, no, wait. Was it one of you guys that shot that arrow? I whispered. I got my answer a second later when I noticed that the skeleton had something in his hand. A curved stick, or collection of sticks tied together on either end by a taut string. A bow. Mystery solved. Just then another skeleton clicked into view for a second, and I immediately lost where I was. Clicked into view for a second. Wait. Just then, another skeleton clicked into view, and, for a second, I worried that the two of them taking pot shots at my window. Worried about the big ships, pot shots. Okay, got it. This is an okay sentence. I just have a hard time. We're good. Worry vanished when, to my astonishment, the two bone beasts looked at each other, raised their bows, and began shooting. That's weird. With each impact, the wounded skeleton was knocked back, flashing red, then returned fire. Why did they start shooting at each other? Is that a thing that skeletons are known to do? Am I learning things about Minecraft from this? Me? I got my start with Minecraft streams. Surely I would know everything about Minecraft. I'm the queen of fishing percent currently. Is that a thing they can do? Do skeletons like... I know that if you are walking in front of a skeleton... No. If a skeleton's shooting at you and there's another skeleton and you put them between you two and the first skeleton hits the second skeleton, then they start shooting one another. I know that that's a thing that happens, but do they just randomly start attacking each other? Is that a thing that can happen? Is it? Does anyone know? I've certainly never heard about that. What is this little pink dot here? You guys see that? What's up with that? I don't know why that's there. Oh, it's my cursor. How did I not realize that? On my end, it's a little small, so I couldn't really see it properly. Anyway, where was I? I so gotta get one of those bows. I said, giddy with the idea of a ranged weapon. Please just kill each other so I can grab one in the morning. And then, as a teasing answer to my prayers, the skeleton battle was over. The new challenger had beaten his rival, shooting him into a cloud of smoke. I saw a bow hovering where the loser had vanished. Exciting. I missed a little bit. What were we talking about? Oh, I was confused about a little pink dot that was hovering like over here. I was like, what is that? But it turned out to be the cursor that I just didn't recognize because it's so small on my end. That's all. Patience, I reminded myself, watching helplessly as the bow hovered just a few dozen blocks from me. Glancing down the tunnel, I thought I saw the sky lightening through my door. Won't be long now, I said, looking back at the prize. And then, to my utter astonishment, the weapon blinked out of existence. What? That's way too soon. Come on. I didn't stay on the floor for like 2 days or something. What the hell? Oh, whatever. No! I whined, realizing that dropped objects in this world apparently have a lifespan. I did pick up something that morning, though. Vital proof that my shade theory was correct. Watching 2 zombies, one in the meadow and the other in the woods, I saw the exposed one burst into flames while the other remained safe. While this was happening, I thought I heard a rapid clicking above my head. Was the skeleton running or dying somewhere up the hill? Maybe I'd get lucky and snag a bow after all. I waited until the click-clacking ceased and limped back to the tunnel. I grunted and groaned with every smarting step up the cliff wall. In a replay of my previous morning, I got to the summit and into another staring contest with a spider. Okay, I said to the daytime nightmare. If I'm right, then daylight makes you passive. And I'd really like to be right now. I could see something hovering behind its bulbous body. A bow? Good, spider, I said, taking a cautious step towards it. Good, giant carnivorous mutant. It stayed still. I took another. It looked away. I crept past the arachnid and right over to the prize I'd literally risk life and limb for. Not a bow, but the next best thing. The shaft was wood, oak or birch, I couldn't tell, and the sharp triangular tip looked a lot like flint. The end was made of a feather, which I guessed helped it fly straight. So this is an arrow, I thought. Now if I can only get the thing to shoot it from. Also straight. That's crit. No, that was not a spider jockey. That would have been awful if it was. Do spider jockeys burn in the daytime? Does anyone know? All these questions. I feel so much like the protagonist of this story. If a spider jockey doesn't burn in the daylight, because like you can kill only the spider, right? Of a spider jockey. The skelly does and the spider survives. See, that's cool. Okay, cool. Thank you. Moo! Came a call from down in the meadow. Yeah, I got it. I called back, holding up the arrow triumphantly. Sorry. Holding up the arrow triumphantly. But I also got reams? R-E-A-M-S? Is that a word? A quantity of paper being 20 quarries, or variously 480, 500, or 516 sheets. Or also, a great amount, which I think is what is meant here, not the paper. But I also got a great amount of intel on those creatures of the night. Mentally, I ran through everything I'd learned from just one observation. How shade worked, how skeletons attacked each other, how nothing attacked me as long as I was safe behind glass. And that last observation brought up a lingering question. Why did they stay away? Was it the absence of smell or the light? Moo! Replied the cow. Going back to its breakfast of green squares. Is it the light? I pressed. It makes more sense than smell, right? I mean, if sunlight kills monsters, or I glanced sideways just in time to see the spider vanishes them, whatever you want to call it, then does a less powerful light, like a torch, keep them away? This keeps them from spawning, but not from getting to you. I'm gonna switch hands real quick, hold on a second. A little stretchy. Okay, here we go. Moo! Called the cow over its black and white butt. I know, I said, only one way to find out. Hiking down the easier but less painful western slope, I continued to talk out my next project with the cow that's just off in the distance somewhere. What if, I began, I set some torches outside near my observation bubble, just so I can see if they work. Planning. But, I continued, in order to do that, I need to make more torches, and to do that, I need to get more coal. Repairing. Which means the first thing I need to do is make sure I have enough pickaxes and make a shovel or two in case I hit dirt or sand. Prioritizing. Which I already know how to do. Practice. Wow, they're learning so good. Moo! Warned the gal, reminding me of the need for, I know, I griped, eager to start my new adventure, patience. It turned out that practice was really what I needed because I had no experience with mining. Isn't that what it's technically called? Mining? Mining in Minecraft. They've technically set the name now. Not as one word, but you know. Oh, dude, do you think they're ever gonna say it? Do you think they're ever gonna say Minecraft? That'd be so fun. I hope they end up saying Minecraft. You know, like at the end of the book, they're like, wow, this truly was Minecraft after all. And that's the last line. I'm gonna peek. No, I'm not gonna do that. It turned, isn't that what it's technically called? Mining? Digging down into the earth for mineral resources? Well, whatever it's called. Sorry, I keep having to wipe hair out of my face. What is this? Some kind of Minecraft? Dude, Green Conk, you should have a thing where at the beginning of each of your videos you have that bit from Zoolander or whatever, where he's like, what is this? Is this a school for ants? But then you just have a text-to-speech voice say the name of the game that you're playing. What is this? A Minecraft for ants? Every single time you do that. For context, Green Conk is an ant. Anyway. Well, whatever it's called, I didn't know how to do it. For starters, as I cut a rough diagonal staircase down through solid rock, I realized that I'd left light out of my planning. This meant I had to hop back up the stairs, which killed my ankle, to grab the torch from my bunker and to place it and replace it on the stone wall every few blocks I dug. That's a bad idea. It was slow going, and at one point, almost fatal. Digging down a few dozen blocks, I came to a hard tan stone directly in front of me. Because the stone looked like sand, I dubbed it sandstone, and then I dug it out. And when I dug it, ooh, shit! Oh my god, hey! Why Soup, hello! Thank you so much for the raid. Hi. How are you doing? Thank you. What did you stream? Hi. I didn't know you streamed. Fun. Unbeatable Roxy, hello. Welcome. Stream Mario Kart for the first time. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that was your first stream. Oh, wow, I'm your first raid too. That's an honor. Thank you. How did the Mario Kart go? Did it go fast and such? Meanwhile, hello, I'm Gala Queen. I'm reading a book, Minecraft, the official novelization. It's an Isekai, but it's a good one. And it's good. It's a good time. I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting better. Nice. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. Where was I? Right, so they were putting the torch, they were just placing and replacing the one torch, which is definitely gonna go back to bite them in the ass. Do you think they're gonna get like killed in here? They're gonna get bottlenecked, maybe? Enemies are gonna spawn behind them and then they can't get back up? Do you think? Are we gonna learn about respawning? I wonder. Anyway. Okay, so I dubbed it sandstone, and when I dug it out, an actual block of sand fell down to replace it. I got out my shovel and removed the new sand block. Then the next sand block fell in its place. Oh, water! Then the third that fell in its place, then backed up as a stream of deep blue water rushed in. I've broken through to the sea, I thought, shaking my head at the blunder. I hadn't thought about the fact that this island was essentially an underwater mountain, and digging out at an angle would eventually find me out at the ocean. At least this world's water is weird, I thought, remembering how the blast crater had never filled up. In my world, breaking it into the sea would have flooded the entire tunnel, at worst drowning me and at best destroying all my work. I got that going for me, I said, turning around and digging in the opposite direction. I don't have to worry about drowning. And then, looking up at the solid block above me, I said, or cave-ins? I shouldn't have said that out loud. Yes, I thought I knew that sand was the only substance that didn't stick, and that if I saw another sandstone block, I'd be well warned. And yes, I know that superstition and tempting fate are silly and primitive and wrong. Still, I shouldn't have said it out loud. Scottzilla, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hi. Good evening, or whatever it is for you. And welcome to the Cozy Book Nook. What emote? You got some fun new emote, I see. Fun. Because the next moment I knocked away a stone above my head and looked up just in time to see that the block above it came crashing down. The world went dark. I choked and gasped. I was drowning, not in water, but in this hard, gritty stuff that scratched and crackled as I tried to struggle free. My hand burst out into open air. I crawled at the smooth stone. Half crawling, half swimming, I wriggled out of suffocating trap. I stood panting on the last step of my tunnel, feeling like an elephant had sat on my chest. Bruised ribs, scraped skin, throat scratching like it was made of sandpaper. Again, the really gratuitous, morbid pain of this book. It's interesting. I guess it's not to be expected from the writer of World War Z, but even so, you know? Also, I'm gonna take a sippy real quick. You guys gotta remember to make me do sippies. I don't got it, but it'd be appreciated. Okay. And let's keep going. Looking up, I saw why. I just discovered this world's other non-stick substance, a material halfway between sand and rock. Something I barely noticed in my world, maybe on somebody's driveway, had almost accomplished what zombies and giant spiders and creeping explosives have failed to do. Gravel! I hacked, feeling the stinging wounds that I now have to live with for who knows how long. Getting out my shovel, I tried to clear the column away, and just like the sand, it kept piling up. Or filling in, rather. Clearing the fourth cube, however, got me a little added bonus. Another sharp flake of flint. Peering up into the hole above my head, I saw a huge deposit of gravel, which might hold more flint flakes if I ever needed them. For now, I said softly, fearing my own voice might cause another cave-in, I think I'll stay well away from you. Changing the planning section of my way, I decided to modify my mining technique. Instead of going diagonally, I tried digging in a spiral. 2 blocks down, turn right, 2 blocks down, turn right, and so on. That way I not only avoided the ocean, but also knew exactly what was above my head. Smart. Also how I like to do mining if I am not in a cave already. Actually I like to go just 1 block down, turn right, 1 block down, turn right. Yeah, I turn right. I'm pretty sure I turn right, yeah. Now, arguably the most efficient way is to do 2 block, or 3. Wait, is that, hold on. It's like, yeah, wait, hold on. It's like when you have your corner and you turn a corner and you go here and there's a block, and then another one and there's the next corner. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Also, smart not to dig straight down. Yes. I wonder if that's ever gonna happen in this book. It doesn't seem like committed to memes or anything, so like, probably not. I have 1 block in between a 3x3. No, okay, yeah. So that's a good way to explain it, and that's what I think that they're doing, but not what I like to do. I like to do 2. I like to have a 2x2 inside a 4x4. That's more optimized because then you also see what's inside the 2x2 instead of only the the 1x1 that you would have if your staircase is 3x3. Yes, this makes sense. I am making sense right now. Definitely. David Byrne would be very disappointed in me. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Alright, okay. I might have been safer, but only after being buried alive. I might have been safer, but only after being buried alive. I sure didn't feel it. I don't think I was claustrophobic at this point, but digging through these narrow confines of rock with barely enough room above my head and only one torch that I had to keep hopping painfully back up my makeshift staircase to get, which again, you're gonna die. Let's just say it wasn't my most pleasant experience. At one point, when I probably should have been remembering the Cal's warning about patience, I started to seriously consider giving up the whole operation. I began looking behind me more often, picturing the long, punishing climb back up. Was all of this worth it? Was my stupid experiment with torchlight and monsters just that? Heck, the whole point was to work on making myself safer, and I'd almost gotten myself killed. Maybe I should just forget. A block of stone fell away from me to reveal flecks of black coal. Finally, I breathed in a chuckling groan. About time you guys showed up. Picking out the precious black lumps, I added, and there's so many of you too. I counted at least a dozen of them, which meant 48 torches if I used all of them at once, which you shouldn't do, because you need some for your furnace, but whatever. I can light a tree for my experiment, I thought happily, and my cave, and the observation room, and the tunnel, and make them all bright as... I stopped and stared at the rock behind the coal. It was speckled but orange, and seemed to reflect the torchlight. Some kind of metal? I wondered. Copper? No. That wasn't added yet. Brass? Was brass a naturally occurring one, or was it a mixture of other elements? Chat, what is it? What is brass? Is it combined or natural? I think it's combined, but I don't know from what. But I'm pretty sure it's combined. Best of always keep some logs around for charcoal. That too. Brass is combined. I win! I might not know granite and that other rock that I don't know, but I know brass, kind of. Tin and copper. See, I thought it was copper. I thought copper was one of them. Anyway, I picked out the rock, and the two identical ones behind it, and unlike the coal, whatever was embedded in them stayed put. I think I know how to get you out, I said, hoofing it back up to the bunker and wincing at with each painful step. Making torches as I went, I made sure to place them far enough apart to light my entire way to the surface. Thank God that they are lighting the way now. You might say I was wasting the very material I came for, but if these 3 new cubes turned out to be what I thought they were, then I'd be going back down here very soon. I slid the 3 metal flecked blocks into the furnace, placed a lump of coal beneath them, and watched as the fire blazed up. And what came out wasn't copper or brass, but something much more valuable. What came out was nothing less than a metal that literally built the modern world. What came out was iron. Look! I shouted through my observation bubble to the animals, picking out a doorway next to my window. I hobbled across the meadow to show them the 3 shining bars. Look what's right under our feet! Moo! Said the cow with a chorus of "Bah!" from the 2 sheep, and even a distant from the chicken. Yes, grass, haha, I said, but underneath that grass, underneath the dirt, stone, sand, gravel, is something that's going to change everything around here. I'm going to make an industrial revolution, and you'll all be put on the slaughter. That's not what he said, I'm just making a joke. And the name of the combination is Alloy, like a specific protagonist. Oh. Can't wait until next week, when I play more Horizon Zero Dawn. It'll be later though, it won't be Tuesday like this week or Wednesday. Wednesday like this week, it's been pushed back into the end of the month because of other stuff. But it'll be good. I raised the bars like an Olympic medal. Cause thanks to my new method, the way of the 5 Ps, I've just kicked the Stone Age into the Iron Age. And that's the end of that chapter. We'll read another one after the break. We'll read one more chapter today. Oh, you made a new type of speedrun for Horizon Zero Dawn? If it's not a spoiler, then I would love to hear about it. Yes, and your art needs not. Don't worry, I'll look at it in a moment. We're gonna do one more chapter, and that'll be the end of today's stream because these streams are kind of more taxing for me because I have to talk constantly and stuff. And they're fun, but I'm gonna be honest, they're very relaxing, which makes me kind of sleepy. So I'm pretty sure by the end of that chapter I'll be ready to snooze. I invented a get attached to characters that you know will die speedrun. I think you might be talking about Papa. Cause you know he's gonna die. Anyway, that's a good speedrun percentage, I like that. Okay, let's look at Nisna's art, and then we'll take another break. Oh, that's so cute! Oh my god. Oh my gosh, okay. I gotta show this off real good. Does this work? This doesn't work, okay. This works though. Well, it worked for a moment. I don't know why it disappeared. Hold on. I know, well, I didn't specify, I just said like it's probably him. Maybe I didn't even know. No, you made it this part. But yeah, okay, I kind of did, but I don't know. No, you're right, yeah, no, you're right. I shouldn't have, because not everybody who watches these streams also watches our Horizon Zero Dawn streams. Just doing this, because I wanna. Look at this! This is so cute! It's so nice, I love the trans background. The little things you put in my hair, that's cute too. And it just looks like I'm having a good time. We're having a good time. Thank you very much. This is super cute fan art. It's nice. It's so cute. A mini controller is a pain. That's why I play melee. Thank you very much for this fan art. It's adorable. I'll leave it on stream for the rest of this stream while we do it. Thank you very much for all your fan art. You've been very, very generous, Nisna. Thank you. In fact, I think you deserve a little VIP. Can I do that from here? Hold on. I can change your name. Apparently I can change people's names in my chat. That's interesting. Does this work? Yes. Okay, there you go. Thank you very much for all your nice work. Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna try that. Did this work? Green Kong, say something. I also have no idea what VIP does, but that's what you are now. It is a cute poster for the reading for Book Nook, you're right. Yeah, you're called Green Donk now, which is the C and the L of your name look like a D, so it rarely changes anything. I'll change it back. I just wanted to test. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna take a little. It didn't change your right? Oh, is it like personal? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna take a break now. So I'll see you all in like 5 to 10 minutes. Get yourself some water, get yourself some stretchies and stuff, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye bye. Hi, and I'm back. Hi everyone. Are we ready to read more fucking book? I'm on my phone. That's not right. I have to hold my book. Here we go. Can you hear it? Oh shit, book time. We're gonna read a book again. More. We're gonna continue reading a book. You get it. Hi. Okay, so chapter 9. Friends keep you sane. Friends. I assume they're talking about the animals, which is ironic. You know, friends keep you sane, said by a person who's talking to random animals. But who knows, maybe they are sentient, like we talked about earlier. Yes, you have a diamond near your username, enjoy. This is gonna be a good night. I boasted to the watching cow. Not only do I have iron to work with, but I held up a handful of torches. I'm also gonna prove that fire keeps the bad guys away. Yeah, hold on a second, let me do a sippy. I feel like I need a sippy. Okay, yeah, that seems a little bit better. Okay, so after setting up 12 torches on the tree closest to the meadow, I waited behind my glass wall for the sun to set, the moon to rise, and for the monsters to make their appearance. Stretchy. I just finished doing a stretchy during the break, clink clunk, and now I have to do this. And while I'm doing a stretchy, I can't do a reading because I'm doing a stretchy. And I can't look in the book when I'm stretching because I'm using my arms and stuff. What? Whoa. You know? There we go. And when they did, they walked right through my barrier of torchlight. Anger rising, temples throbbing, I uttered a very loud, very angry, and very inappropriate word. But... gloated the first zombie who slouched up to my window. You win this one, I said, holding up the 3 iron bars, but I'm just getting started. Now, if you're already a veteran of this world, then you know what kind of weapon can be made with iron. The same one you can also make with stone, or just wood. And the same one I couldn't imagine making at the time. I wasn't thinking clearly, okay? There were a lot of reasons for this frustration. Anger, and that one I'll go into later because I wasn't aware of it yet. No, wait, hunger. No, wait, okay. There were a lot of reasons for this frustration. ... Semicolon, colon. I can never remember which is which. Anyway, frustration, comma, hunger, comma, and one that I'll go into later because I wasn't aware of it yet. I wonder which one that was. Sleep? Who's to say? For now, just know that I wasn't using my noggin the way I should have, and therefore all I could conceive of was an iron version of my ex, which is the best way to make, the best one to make anyway, but I doubt this person knows that. Which I didn't craft, by the way, because it would have taken up the only 3 precious ingots I had. Dang it! Conserve your resources, I thought. Figure out what you could make, then only make what you need. As the night wore on, and one mob after another marched mockingly past my harmless torch tree, I stood at a crafting table in front of my glass wall, watching one ghostly item option after another pass me by. The only two worth mentioning ended up becoming critical to my survival, even though I didn't know it at the time. The first one, which would have cost me 2 ingots, looked kind of like a pair of scissors, but with the handles connected instead of crossed. I think the technical term is shears. The other one, which would have cost me all 3, was nothing more than an iron bucket, which is really nice. That's it? I growled with exasperation. A bucket and shears? That's the best I can do with iron? The night had been a total washout. First the torches, now my supposed iron age. And I had such high hopes, I said, sighing in a moment of deep self-pity. I glanced up from the crafting table and saw a zombie in the meadow burst into flames. The sun's first rays were just poking over Disappointment Hill. Yep, that's still what it's called, very good. On what I now thought of as Disappointment Morning. That's right, I shouted through the glass, burn! At least my enemies wouldn't live long enough to celebrate my night of failure. Burn, 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 I chanted. Jesus Christ, dude. I chanted and smelled a new, offensive odor. My own breath. What? Seriously, that's an issue? You gotta go brush your teeth? Okay. It sounds like the protagonist would love the create mod, or rather most tech mods. Probably, yeah. Just like start making a whole, like, factory and stuff. I haven't said much about bodily functions in this story so far, because so far I hadn't had any. No poo, no pee, none of the gross but necessary stuff I used to do back home. Haha, he said poo and pee in one sentence. Oh no, wait, 2 sentences, there's a period between them. Excuse me? I hadn't even let out that musical gas that's got so many creative nicknames, which I did not miss, by the way, given that I lived in a stuffy dugout with no ventilation. But now, for some reason, I suddenly had the sour stink of morning breath, although I suspected it didn't have much to do with the morning. I'm a little tired. That's normal though, like, reading is like a bedtime activity for me, you know? So, I get tired when I read a lot. My headache from last night hadn't gone away either. If anything, it had gotten worse. Chills were also rippling across my back even though the room temperature hadn't changed. I realized how weak and listless I felt. Not tired, just lead bones and concrete muscles. At the same time, my heart knocked wildly against my chest. Am I starving? I asked, smelling my own breath blow back at me from the window. Is this how it feels? Of course it was, and I knew it. I'd lived with hunger since I'd gotten to this world, but in my heart of hearts, I never really believed it would kill me. Accidents and monsters, immediate in-your-face hazards were real, but slowly wasting away? I didn't think I'd ever been close to that kind of danger in my own old life. Lethal hunger was for other people. Old people reminiscing about wars and depression, or far-off, nameless strangers begging for aid on TV. Now I understood them. My body, like a machine, had run out of fuel, and it was breaking down. How long did I have before the machine broke entirely? Moo! Came a distant call from across the meadow, reminding me of what I had to do. The garden! I exclaimed, waving gracefully at the cow. Today's the day, I exclaimed. Nope. I told myself with each limping step, the shoots have to be ripe. Time to eat your friends. Yeah, like, I mean, the chapter of the name of the chapter is, Friends Keep You Sane, so it's not impossible, you know, that is what they are going to do, which is a scary, sad, not so much as scary, it's scary, but definitely a sad prospect. Hope that's not what's gonna happen. Whew. I'm talking so much. It's tiring. And they were, at least that's what I hoped. One of the cultivated squares had grown into a tall, golden hanging stalks, heavy with large, black, mini-cubed kernels of... what? Wheat? For 20? Barley? Rye? Wheat, I thought, and reached out to the beckoning square. Not only did it come up... nope. I not only came up with a collection of seeds, which I promptly replanted, but also a thick bushel of grain. Lifting the bushel, my hand froze bare inches from my mouth. It's edible. It's edible, I said, refusing to consider that the whole project was a blind alley. I just have to do something with it. Hobbling back to my bunker, I kept uttering, "Don't give up." And when the furnace refused to cook the grain, I added, "Panic drowns thought." I just gotta combine it with something, I muttered, throwing the bushel and anything else I could find into the crafting table. That's it, yeah, combine, that's what I do here. Combine stuff. That's what I tried to do for half a day. Countless combinations of the egg, sugar, even flowers, wood, and dirt. I must have looked crazy, babbling to myself through one failed experiment after another. By the several dozenth bud, I looked up and shouted, "More!" That's what had to be the answer. One bushel wasn't enough. Just like multiple wood blocks and cobblestones, I just needed more wheat. Limping back outside, praying that the morning had given one more square a chance to ripen, I saw that the garden was still green. I've got to fucking swear. That's not what he says, but he does say swear. And then noticed some fucking bullshit that completely slipped by me before. Wow, goddamn. I'm immersing us by swearing. The square I'd harvested hadn't been the first one I'd planted, but rather the one closest to the ocean. Can you guys tell that? Ooh! Dinkas, Donkas, Wheelie Wonkas. Hello, thank you so much for following. Hello, thank you. Can you guys notice that that this stream is like kind of taking a toll on me? It's too much talking. Do I have to make this even shorter? I'm already like aiming for like 2 hours. It's already so much shorter than usual. But it's a lot. It's so much talking. I'm just gonna take a moment to breathe. How do I mean, part of it is that because I I'm like putting in an effort to do a different voice. This isn't my, I'm not yet at the point that this is my my permanent voice yet, my standard voice. So I have to, my body is still getting used to it, because the higher pitched your voice is, the like, I'm not sure what to call it, softer your voice is, the more oxygen you use. And the more oxygen you use, the more oxygen you need. This makes sense. So reading a book out loud like this and trying very hard to, have the voice that I want to have, it's very, very taxing. as time goes on and I get better at it, my lungs and my body will get better at it, just that they did, as I did with what you guys have come to know as like my normal voice, but wasn't used to be my normal voice, you know? So as time goes on, I'll get used to it, but for now, it's very exhausting. So I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. Whew. I'm gonna type in chat. Oh, hi. There was Liv. Liv said hi for a moment. Oh my god. I'm quite sleepy now. Maybe we need a little bit of Minecraft gameplay break for next time, like an hour or so. So yeah, but then I also talk during that. That still doesn't give me the time that I need to really catch my breath. If anything, I'm gonna need like a co-host intermission where like they can entertain you and I don't have to talk during that. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna find a nippy nap. Oh. Okay. Okay. Maybe before we have the server up? Yeah. That's the thing we could do. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. That's actually a very cute idea. We can collect to go around and see what everyone's built. It's a commitment. I'll say that VTubing isn't just like something you do that's just like a fun thing. You gotta commit to it, I feel. Well, that depends. Like if you're not committed to it, to like building an audience and stuff, then you could just do whatever you want. But if you don't have an audience, or if you don't commit to it, then you're not gonna build an audience as easily. And if you don't do that, then it's harder to VTube because you don't have a chat to talk to. You know? Stream like an English class and make people read certain paragraphs aloud. It's free voice. That's fun. That's kind of cute. Having I thought about that, like alternate between pages to get like some co-hosts fun, and we all read like one page at a time. I thought that could be cute. Okay, let's try to read some more. Okay, we've only got. Well, we've got 7 pages to go, so let's get to it. Limping back outside, praying that the morning had given one more square a chance to ripen, I saw that the garden was still green. I began to swear, then noticed something that had completely slipped by me before. The square I'd harvested hadn't been the first one I'd planted, but rather the closest to the ocean. Water! I cried, furious at my own stupidity. Plants needed to grow! And yes, if I'd been in my right mind, I probably would have done what you're thinking of right now. I would have just dug a trench from the water's edge and let it run from the rest of let it run past the rest of my crops. But I didn't. Instead, my scared, gotta do a sippy, gonna finish the sentence. But I didn't. Instead, my scared, starving, screwed up brain decided the worst of all possible plans. Speaking of water, very good green conch, thank you. Whew. I'm gonna give myself another one. There we go. Thank you very much. Ooh. The bucket, I gasped, remembering what I could have crafted the night before. Now, using the beachside table, I whipped the 3 iron ingots into a metal pail. A second later, I'd scooped up a full, brimming load of water, and a second after that, I poured it right into the row of plants. Idiot. No! I screamed at the stationary liquid cube as the stationary liquid cube washed not only the seeds but all my work, energy, and time out to sea. I dove in after them, snatching the hovering green pebbles from the shallow and sand ledge. Right back where I started, I whispered at the seeds, then in a mounting torrent of rage, erupted, right back where I started! Oh, fuckles. Not the crops. Blinded by fury, I ran across the beach, punching anything in front of me. Sand, dirt, even a solid stone wall of the cliff, all to the roaring chorus of right back where I started at. And then, on the last word, I hurled the bucket out to the ocean. That seems not smart. The act seemed to suck all the anger right out of me, replacing it with the clarity of consequences. I watched in horror as my brand new, extremely rare, and possibly useful pail sailed up and out into the blue. Oh no, I whispered, and possibly, I whispered, flinching back into the cold depths. Unlike the seeds, I'd thrown the bucket much farther out. I tried swimming underwater, looking in its general direction and seeing nothing but inky midnight. I splashed to the surface, inhaled deeply, then crash dived like a submarine. There it was, in the purple haze of subsurface sunlight. I could just make out a small object hovering on a narrow ledge of gravel. Just one block over, and it would have been lost forever. I sputtered back to the surface, not only with the bucket, but with the knowledge that tantrums never help. Trying to remain calm and digest it helps for babies. Babies accomplish things with tantrums. There's this theory, right? Like, I feel like it's not well known what causes yawning. I think there's a theory that it's running out of breath, not having enough oxygen in your lungs. And I think that holds some weight because I certainly need more of that and I keep yawning right now. So I think it's that. Oh shit, 69. Nice. Hell yeah. Hold on. Oh, you can kind of see it at the top of the screen there. Right over. Hold on. Point at it. Point. I'm trying to point. I can't do it good. I'm sorry. It's gone. You guys made it disappear. No. Darn it. Oh well, it's fine. Anyway. It's fine. I just want to say our VTuber model is lovely. I think that more old school design has, and it's very, sorry, I can't read today. I like that more old school design it has, and it's very expressive. Thank you! I do my best to look like an expressive old school video game character. Thank you. Thank you very much. Back to reading. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages to go. Oh, 9? I thought I had 7. Well, I can't do math, so that checks out actually. Trying to remain calm and digest this new lesson, the only thing I could digest, I began replanting my seeds. I scooped up the cube of water and was about to pour it back into the sea when I suddenly had the idea of drinking it. True, I had never been thirsty, and true, water alone wouldn't stave off malnutrition, but at least a full belly might make me feel little better. Like with the weed and so much else before it, my hand and mouth practiced passive resistance. I didn't get upset though, and not just because I was hanging on to sanity by my square fingernails. The idea of drinking had set off another thin, wobbly, but possibly life-saving throw of thought. Can I drink anything else? I asked the now empty bucket, and with impeccable timing, I heard a distant moo. Oh, that's how friends are gonna keep him sane. That makes sense. I'm gonna drink milk from a cow that you've formed a friendship with. Let's not think too much about that. I guess it's normal. Farmers are like that, I'm sure. This is normal. Yeah, no, actually this is fine. This is not anything weird. Milk! Shaking my head, I limped back to the observation bubble. How could I forget this? I asked the blotchy, grazy mammal on the other side of the glass. Even if I didn't drink milk at home, which, even if I was lactose intolerant, I would still have remembered where milk came from. The cow snorted, possibly saying, "Took you long enough." I walked outside and circled the animal a few times. How do you... I began awkwardly. I mean, what's the right way to... Clearly, I'd neither milked a cow or ever seen it done in my world. However, how did you not... That's like in every cartoon. Whatever. However, a quick, terse moo reminded me that the complexity of tasks in that other world didn't apply here. Right, I said, holding the bucket out to its... her? Well, yeah, probably her. Well, it might be trans. Barnyard had a trans cow. A pinkish udder. I'll be as gentle as I started to explain, but before the thought was finished, the pill filled with creamy, frothy liquid. Thank you, I said, smelling the rich, familiar scent. I drank long and deep, savoring every drop. I waited for my stomach to fill, my wounds to heal, my worries to melt into a river of dairy bliss. I always have to think if it's diary or dairy. It's dairy. None of that happened. I didn't even feel the liquid in my belly. I know, I said nervously, milking another pill and hobbling back into my observation room. I just need to keep going. Feeling the demons rise, the panic and frustration, and explosive, raging hopelessness. I leapt into combining this new ingredient with every other edible mixture I could think of. Milk and eggs, milk and wheat, milk and egg and wheat, milk, eggs, wheat, sugar, this and that. Back and forth, my last chance. I babbled incessantly. Last chance, last chance. That chance evaporated as Let me take a moment. That chance evaporated as every possible combination failed. It doesn't, I stammered, staring at what would have been all different kinds of food. Makes sense. Now I wonder if there's a mod that adds a chance to be lactose intolerant to Minecraft. I feel like there has to be. And you don't find out until you try it, you know? I feel like there has to be a mod for that. I mean, it's existed since like, what, 2010? Allergies get randomized upon respawning, yeah. I think that'd be good and funny. Oh my god. I can't do this. I have to limit it to two chapters from now on. But then it's gonna take so long. We're not even halfway there. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh. Or doing that thing where I get co-hosts to help. The thing is, like, they would also have to have the book, because they're not here in the room with me. Oh my god. I'm gonna do a sleepy stream. I'm just gonna sleep on stream, I think. Scan it. I don't have a scanner. I don't have anything to do that with. I'd have to take pictures with my phone. Do multiple streams a week? No, I already have too much. I have too much I want to stream. I've already upped my number of streams to 4 a week, so that I can do Horizon Zero Dawn, this, collab, and then something else that I feel like doing, which might be a collab, might not be a collab, might be a one-off, a shorter game that we can get through quicker, you know. I could set the picks of what pages you wanted to read ahead of time. I could do that. That's what I could do, and maybe that's probably the best way to do it, yeah. I'm getting so sleepy. It's lightheaded even. Okay, how long do I have to go? I really... Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages? Can I do this? Oh my god. Maybe this is like a good cliffhanger to end on. Like, are they gonna starve to death? Are they gonna figure out how to make... cake? Because they have enough for cake now, right? They've got milk, egg, and wheat, and sugar. They just need to ride. Wait, how do you make cake again? Is it bread? No. That makes no sense. It doesn't help. Well, in any case, yeah, I think it's leading to cake. In any case, I think this might be a good cliffhanger, because, like, I'm so sorry, guys. This is, because I don't know, milk, wheat, sugar. Oh, is it just that? No. And eggs. Yeah. But in what configuration? Anyway, some of you might know, that I've recently figured out, I've gotten a bit closer to having my ideal voice. The best I can do, anyway. Maybe not ideal, but the best I can do. Like, I've figured out a new top performance, and I'm trying very hard to get to that point. Green Clunk, you're like on the ball. My alarm's not even going yet. But that means that I once again have to work harder to get there, which means it's more exhausting to do so. Whoa, so it's harder to do this. Well, ideally, you're already kind of hearing it. Ideally, I'm already a little bit there, you know? The thing is, you're not gonna notice because it's gradual. But if you... Ooh! Like, ideally, if you look at, like, a clip from, like, before my hiatus, it's already gonna be different than what I'm doing now. Ideally. Not as much as if you go back, like, a year or 2 years. But, you know, a little different. Anyway, what I'm saying is... it takes practice, and it takes hard work, and it's exhausting. So that's why it's harder. So hopefully once I've gotten better at it, I'll be able to do book streams for longer. Anyway, for now, I think we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna put on the gel and stuff. And I'm gonna do my outro, I'm gonna put on gel, and then I'll end this. I'll do the outro, I'll end the stream, and then I'll put on my gel and stuff. So yeah, sorry to cut it short, but I hope y'all understand. I know you will, because y'all are great and considerate and stuff. And thank you so much for joining so far. I hope you've been enjoying the story. I have, it's fun and interesting. And my next stream is going to be Tuesday. It's going to be a collab stream with Rabbit Be Clowning. We are going to play Grubbins on Ice, Costume Quest Grubbins on Ice. Finally, we're gonna kill Christmas in the Christmas DLC. That'll be fun. It should be just a one stream, so that's good. And I'm gonna pass out. Oh, I have to stop talking. Green Clown, can you tell them all about my socials, please, and chat right over there? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna... Oh my god. I'm glad you liked it, Dinkus. Welcome. I'll do a sippy. And we're gonna raid Sunshine Noka. She's nice and comfy too. She's playing Monster Rancher. Green Clonk! Don't... I mean, you're right. I did not tell Green Clonk to encourage people to make fan art. But I guess if you want, you can do it. But thank you. Okay, so we're gonna run chat. So it's just the... Okay, the raid message is going to be... Sleepy Zoe sends her regards. That's the raid message. So thank you all so much for coming. And good night. Enjoy the rest of your night or day or whatever. Bye bye. Whew. Goodbye everyone. And thank you for coming.